Level up with the Yonex E-Zone 100 Plus 2022. Yonex extends their popular E-Zone line with the E-Zone 100 Plus, a 27.5-inch length racket that really packs a punch on every stroke. Just like the rest of the family, the E-Zone 100 Plus has not only new technology like 2G NAM speed that has been added to the graphite layer in the shaft for more power and better ball feedback, but also its tried and true unique isometric head shape for forgiving response and an expanded sweet spot. I'm always excited to playtest another 100 square inch Yonex frame, and just for reference, my current racket of choice is the standard length Yonex E-Zone 100, so it was a really easy transition for me in terms of feel. I really love the feel of the E-Zone. It's really responsive yet plush at the same time, and it always feels like home. Now this E-Zone 100 Plus I can call the beefier version of my racket of choice. It has a bumped up swing weight, which that translated to a little bit more stability and a little bit more plow through on every one of my shots. Now it took a little bit more effort for me to generate that racket head speed, but once I did, I was rewarded with really heavy shots that were landing deep in the court. I really loved playing doubles with this racket. I was able to hit a lot of big shots, whether it was a big return down the line or if I was punching the volley deep to end the point. My really only negative with this frame is that it was just a little bit too much of a racket for me. I could tell towards the end of a hitting session that my arm would start to get tired and I wasn't generating as much racket head speed as I would like. Overall, this is a great weapon in anyone's hands and is a great playing extended length frame.
I'm always a fan of a good extended length racket, and the E-Zone 100 Plus is right in there. I love the power and the stability of this. However, extended length rackets are often harder to swing, and I found that with this E-Zone 100 Plus. I am working my way back from an ankle injury, so I'm feeling a half step slow, and really when I was pulled out wide, I was really feeling that extra swing weight. I did need to make conscious effort to try to keep my racket head speed up so I wasn't hitting the ball too late. I did like the feel. I wasn't getting as much easy access to spin as I was with the standard length version, but I think that's to be expected, and I could drive my shots better with this racket. At net, because my volleys aren't as strong, again, for me the maneuverability is not as its strength like the standard length version. However, good power, good stability, and I thought the control was good there as well. My favorite aspect of this playtest would have been the serve, or would be the serve, because I always am looking for added power on my serve, and this racket really delivers. I found that I went to the flat serve more often than a slice just because getting that extra racket head speed wasn't always there for me. Overall, I think at least right now, the standard length version is a better fit for me. However, if you're looking for loads of power, you're gonna get it here with the E-Zone 100 Plus.
I was on the previous E-Zone 100 Plus, and this one, unsurprisingly, felt very similar to that one and how it plays, but the difference I did notice was in the feel. This one felt more plush and comfortable, even with off-center shots. The extended length version did allow me to hit with much more power and with easier depth, which I really appreciated, especially with shots on the run. I did struggle a little bit with the higher swing weight. I typically like a very whippy feeling racket, and this one I just felt like I couldn't whip the racket around quite as fast, so I couldn't get as much spin on my shots. But I felt like if you are a big fan of that previous 100 but wanted a more plush feel, or if you just wanted to add more power to your game, then this is definitely one to check out.
I'm gonna echo a bunch of what the other playtesters have already mentioned, but I was lucky enough to playtest this 100 Plus next to the 98 Plus as well as the 98 Tour, and this one quickly became my favorite racket out of those three. I knew that was gonna happen because I like the E-Zone 100 standard more than the E-Zone 98 this past time around. So for me, this racket packs so much power, but it has that great swing weight in the mid 330s that I absolutely love and gels really well with my game. This one was super fun for me to drill with. However, this is similar to my experience with the previous version of this racket. It did become a bit more tough to swing once I got into a point situation. That extra half inch sometimes didn't maneuver around the ball as well as I would have liked with my explosive mechanics. Very similar to what everyone's already said, absolutely love this racket on serve. I found I could get really big first serves big flat serves, lots of spin. Everything was great when it came to serving with this racket. And the feel definitely is super plush. The sweet spot felt massive, especially compared to that 98 Plus and the 98 Tour. I felt like this had the most forgiving string bed out of all three of those rackets that I was testing. So all in all, I think if you're slightly interested in going into a new extended racket, give it a go and just keep swinging big.
We strung up the Yonex E-Zone 100 Plus with Yonex Polytour Pro at around 52 to 53 pounds. For more information on this racket or any others, please check us out at Tennis Warehouse, Tennis Warehouse Europe, or Tennis Only.